What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I've just seen the most biggest and intense installment in the MonsterVerse, which is Godzilla vs. Kong. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this was the movie that we waited so long for last year, and finally I got to see it today. And yes, so that's why in this video I'm gonna go down and review the entire movie from beginning to end, basically breaking down the plot. Now, this is 100% official. It's real. Okay? Since I have seen the movie, this is what really happens in it. This is the plot. Okay? So that's why I'm going to go and issue a major spoiler warning for those who have not seen the movie yet, because it's not in the United States yet. So I encourage you not to watch this video before it releases in your country, because it contains major spoilers, because it's the actual movie. Alright? So that's the final warning. I'm going to go ahead and break down the whole movie, reviewing it. The movie begins at Monarch Outpost 33 on Skull Island, where Kong is being monitored by Monarch within a holographic room displayed to replicate Skull Island. However, a young deaf native by the name of Gia makes a doll of Kong and presents it to him. But however, researcher Eileen Andrews comes to her aid and promises to look after her, even though she can communicate through sign language. Sometime later, at an Apex Cybernetics operating station in Pensacola, Florida, Godzilla unexpectedly attacks, causing everyone to immediately evacuate, just before Godzilla then breathes his atomic breath onto an explosive tanker, which then causes a massive blast that injures the lizard. Meanwhile, Monarch have managed to capture Kong and are hauling him away across the Tasman Sea, chained onto a transport vessel with sedatives, but the chains are angering the beast, as now he has reached his full adult size. During the night, Gia confronts Kong in the rain, who is complaining about his entrapment, as the two manage to communicate through sign language, which surprises Eileen alongside Maya Simmons and also Nathan Lind. Now, this was quite an interesting scene actually, because we know that Kong may be trying to speak. The next day, Godzilla attacks the vessel, causing it to unexpectedly flip upside down into the sea, allowing Kong to be freed from his chains, and tackles the reptilian creature. Kong then climbs onto the deck of the vessel before Godzilla fires his atomic breath, causing Kong to jump off to another transport. Godzilla then climbs onto the other one before Kong then punches him and engages in a battle before Godzilla then escapes. Following their first battle, Kong then lays down on the deck on his back, pretending to be dead to distract Godzilla, which works really well. Kong is then transported to Antarctica at a Hollow Earth research center, where he is then laid down with security measures. Gia then speaks to Kong in sign language, directing him to his home, as Nathan, Maya, and Eileen follow the ape through a portal, which directly sends them to a mysterious-looking land, as that's when then Kong crawls around to reach where he is going, as he believes that it's his new home. And it's also here where Kong finally discovers the axe weapon and finally uses it as his new tool in battle. In the meantime, Madison Russell, alongside her friend Josh Valentine and conspiracy theorist Bernie Hayes, are transported to Hong Kong at a remote facility where they discover Ishiro Serizawa's son, Ren Serizawa, is using a robotic version of Godzilla called Mechagodzilla, as he is telepathically controlling it with a headset. And also, it is confirmed that he is operating inside of the severed skull of King Ghidorah. So that's why they needed his head at the end of the King of the Monsters post-credit scene. And it's also here where the characters encounter a skull crawler and a battle begins. Godzilla then attacks the city of Hong Kong, causing danger and imminent threat, before he finally discovers Kong's location underground where he found his axe, as that's when then the two beasts collide and fight in the city, before Godzilla manages to beat and overpower Kong by scratching him and throwing him down to the ground, and leaving him near death. The next day, Mechagodzilla attacks the city, as Godzilla then fights his robotic clone, before Kong then wakes up with a static shock of electricity and defeats Mechagodzilla by ripping his head off, and also saving the city as well with Godzilla. After destroying the robotic Godzilla, the two beasts then stand in front of each other if they're going to fight again, but that's when then Godzilla refuses and just swims away back into the ocean, as he usually does. That is when then they know they have to be accepted as allies, not enemies. The movie then ends with Kong being monitored by Monarch in his outpost on Skull Island, as Nathan, Maya, Eileen, and Gia watch as the ape now has a free world to explore once more. And that is the end of the movie and for the MonsterVerse as well. By the way, there are no post-credit scenes at all in the end of this movie because it's the last installment in this series. So yeah, that was the movie, guys. So can you believe everything, since we waited so long last year, we got delays and also trouble with it, but we finally managed to see it. I managed to see it. Now, for everyone out there in the United States, this movie releases on March 31st in the US, in cinemas and on HBO Max, so that means there won't be much of a chance of spoilers, but we can still understand that they will go around as well, hopefully if you guys are going to be safe. And it's also mentioned that this movie is set 5 years after King of the Monsters in 2019. So yes, a huge time jump to 2024 in this movie. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below as well with your thoughts and opinions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.